Chinese State Development and Investment Corporation, known as SDIC, needed a reliable and sustainable supply of clean water for its Tianjin power plant, located about 200 kilometers northeast of Beijing. SDIC had to select a water option that not only used excess steam from the power production process, but also met a government policy that restricts brine being discharged into the sea. By partnering with Israeli company IDE Technologies, a multi-effect distillation (MED) thermal desalination process was installed. Waste heat generated from the electricity powers the desalination plant, and waste saline brine is recycled into table salt.
China's water problem is growing faster and stronger throughout the last 2 decades. With the industrialization and with the growth of the economy came water shortage, especially in the northeast, the most industrialized part of China. One of the biggest limiting factor on the economic growth of this part of China is actually water supply. And the Chinese government has realized that and has actually put into its 5-year plan now a decision to focus on desalination and other water reuse.
2004年注册成立的，2005年呢是被国家列为第一批循环经济试点项目。07年6月份开始动工建设，09年年底发电机组投入运行。一期呢海水淡化是和 IDE 公司签订的是20万吨每日的这么一个后10万吨海水淡化4套装置。全部调试出水，完成168实验，基本过程就这么个过程。设备的从技术角度来讲，效率高，能够达到我们后续循环经济制盐，以及零排放的这些需求。当然还有一个更重要因素，经过招投标之后 ，IDE 的这个设备的价格，也是比较低的，也符合我们投资的这个效益的这个需求。再加上之前刚才提到的那些。综合因素。北江电厂的那个地理位置比较特殊，它虽然说是坐落在渤海湾，但是呢，它的水质就渤海湾的水质非常差，而且呢，渤海湾的这个就是它这个属于浅滩，每当这个退潮的时候呢，这个海水就退到3公里以外，取水非常困难，水质比较差。再一个呢，我们属于北方地区，那个海水的温度啊，在冬天的时候比较低。这样的话，对海水淡化的选择呢非常困难，所以综合了这些因素之后，我们认为，低温多效海水淡化在解决水质问题，在对水质的要求相对来说要低一点。另外呢，在冬天治水，这个温度不受限制。再一个呢，它的水质比较好，达到了纯净水的这个标准，也符合我们电厂那个供市政管网用水的这个需求。所以呢，最终选择了 IDE 这种低温多效的海水淡化的这种处理模式。
One of the challenges in this area are that you are not allowed to discharge the brine back to the sea because the Hebei sea is so shallow and the circulation of water is so slow. The government policy is not to allow any discharge to the sea. Now, in a desalination plant, it's impossible not to discharge at all because you have about 50% of the capacity coming out as a brine. So IDE has been involved in the mega-size RO plants since the end of the 90s or mid-90s and has been leading the technology in this world as well for those 2 decades we have been operating in it. I'd say we've had Sorek plant in Israel going into full operation with some 620,000 cubic meters of potable water every day produced, probably the largest operating desalination plant, reverse osmosis plant in the world today. What links together the Tianjin plant, the Sorek plant and the other over 440 plants we have in some 40 countries is our very big emphasis on the environment. IDE has taken this issue of lower or smaller environmental footprint in its plant as a theme for the last decade, and we've been constantly reducing energy consumption, which is also obviously an economic advantage, but reducing chemical use in the plants, and altogether making them as environmentally friendly as possible. Altogether, it's with a view of, while sustaining the need for desalinated water for everyone, or for water for everyone, we also need to keep the environment for everyone, and IDE holds both flags very high up.